Hey, I want to tell you guys about what's going on here. We got some poison going on our beaches. We just had a big rain and wow, tell you what. In a quarter-mile stretch of beach, if that, we have about 20 sea turtles have washed up dead on our shores. Big live, big mama adult sea turtles. We've got quite a spectacle. Just tons of vultures from all over. Here's one. The vultures were just chased off by a family. It's precipitated by the rain. A lot of rain we had, washing a lot of muck out into the water from the nearby river, and you can just tell that what's going on is this is an agricultural community, and they're using a lot of synthetic, a lot of real dangerous poisons to grow their crops. And when the rains come and this all really gets washed down into the river and down into the ocean, the wildlife suffers, and the people suffer who are swimming in there. This is a beautiful beach. This is world-class surfing. There's a swell coming in this weekend. It's going to be packed with people, and the turtles can't stand to be out there. So that's what's going on here. We've got big poison doing big things, destroying life. Tell you what, it's never been more important to be a part of production instead of consumption. We can be local food producers like most all our ancestors, and we can help solve most of the world's problems. All the destruction, all the toxicity, and all the exploitation that comes from letting McDonald's and Coca-Cola have their way with their ethics. They tell themselves they got to maximize shareholder value, so they tell themselves they got to make the hard decision for profits over people's health. And then they convince themselves that it wasn't that bad. Maybe it hurt people's health, but they convince themselves it really doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't hurt that bad. They'll be okay. Well, guess what? It's not okay. Most of the rainforests, the virgin rainforests, are cut, and all that life that was there is gone. Most of the coral reefs are dead. Most of the fish in the ocean are dead. Most of the insects are dead. Most of the birds are dead. Most of the mammals are dead. And everything's happening faster and faster. Faster and faster. We are increasing the use of poison, increasing the destruction, and increasing the exploitation. Little slave children, they put together these phones and they mine the materials for these phones, and it's terrible. So I tell you what we can do. There's something very tangible, very applicable that we can do. We can be sustainable locally. We can lean into that. We can produce clean, organic food, and food purity has never been so important. And this way of life is so healthy. Fresh air, sunshine, exercise, fresh, tasty, clean food, independent from the system there. And along with that, food security has never been more important. So let's create beautiful food forests, perennial gardens that produce fuel and food and medicine and building materials locally, that purify the air, purify the water. Let's lean into that. It's critical, it's vital, and we need everybody to do it. We need all hands on deck. This isn't something for some people, some places. This is something for everyone, everywhere. We need to be sustainable. We need to be responsible. We need to eat clean food. Poison is rude. So, yeah, just, we don't all need to be, with our hands in the dirt 12 hours a day, but, we can lean into investing and supporting and, making an herb garden, supporting agriculture in some respect, helping with the many, many facets that go into producing these livelihoods like all our ancestors have done. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. And it's the best way we can love one another. It's the best way by far we can love one another. For most of us, absolutely. I've always thought that the most noble thing any of us could do, most of us could be a doctor, would be to be a doctor, giving somebody their health, giving somebody their life. That's beautiful. But you know what carries more weight than trying to cure somebody who's dying? You know what's more effective? Smacking poison out of their mouth. We know an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if we can help people eat safely, eat wholesomely, eat things that are good and nutritious and wholesome for them, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And then the whole world can just look like beautiful gardens, like we meant to just do our best to make paradise. Just like as nature intended. Just like we've been doing generation after generation. It's in our blood. The divine design. So come join us. Tend the garden. Be fruitful. Ciao.